Hello, hello. I apologize for that. It was a bit of a hot minute. Turns out that the program I used to render myself and show it to you actually interferes with Steam's ability to detect controllers, which is a slight issue because I very much need Steam to detect my controller right now. So I apologize for the delay. That and the food I ended up ordering arrived significantly earlier than the delivery was scheduled for, which isn't really a bad thing per se, but it certainly made for a bit of an interesting stream start. My apologies for that, at least everyone. Um, Also, unlike my usual setups, I'm afraid the only part of the stream output I'm going to be able to see is the actual audience chat room. So if something ends up distorted on the stream or on, say, my appearance or anything, I would very much appreciate some form of heads up or informing about that because I don't really know and won't be able to see it. Let me just load the game up on my completely legitimate normal and not at all supercharged or anything. It's Nintendo 64. Right, that's all loaded up. Let me just flick the stream display over to that quick. Thank you everyone for your patience. It does mean quite a bit. And here we are. So, today, we'll be digging into the... Also, please tell me if the audio levels are off. I might be peaking a bit on my mic. I did unfortunately install a new audio system recently, which could also be causing distortions. Overall, the stream might be a bit of a mess. But, today, we'll be dealing with B3313. A Sumeru 64 hack I'm quite fond of, and this is, I believe, the latest version of it. Welcome to Mario Wonderland. If you're the adventurous sort, pay a visit to the castle ahead. Controller dead zones. So this is basically a recreation and a reimagining of some of the beta elements of Super Mario 64, merged with some more interesting choices to make it a bit more of a exploration and kind of atmospheric and horror atmospheric type game that I'm quite fond of. I, of course, as myself, being a big fan of green, am going to immediately swap to Luigi. And the inputs are not quite as I was expecting them. If you would I apologize for the break again, but I do quickly need to adjust some of the input settings briefly, as well as the controller dead zone. Apologies for this. Let's see, controls, part 1 controls. So, a button is mapped to... Okay, that's working as expected. Device type controller. Alright, and that appears to be all patched up. Thank you for your patience. And we're continuing. The audio isn't bad, but you're a little quiet compared to the game. Again? Really? I had just adjusted this, I believe. Let me try cranking this down a fair bit more. Unfortunately, the new audio system I installed does not rely on computer system volume anymore, and instead treats the game, any program, as if it were at 100% volume, so I have to manually adjust them in the stream settings. How's that? Are we any better, or are we still a little quiet? So, the castle has been changed up a bit, at least from release. This is what it was more like during the actual, some of the earlier betas, I believe, such as the 1995 one. Interestingly, the lobby has a completely different layout. That is not Baba Battlefield. That is some form of Ice Mountain of it appears. Over here, there's a mushroom area. Ah, excellent. I'm glad the audio's working a lot better now, thank you. Well, let's just start with the usual, right for where we normally would, which would be Bomb Battlefield, but in this case is... Yeah, that's Cool Mountain. If you want to feel the wind at your back, try jumping the hole on the left. Hole. The sensation can't be beat. Oh god, I'm 64. Yeah, this is just beta Cool Mountain, isn't it? But that means I can just kidnap a child, hopefully. Kidnap a child. Kidnap a child. Kidnap a child. This child got hands. Grab a kid. Grab a kid. Go. Please. I beg of you. I beg of you. Please. Okay, take the kid. And normally in the release version of the game, you need to deliver them down to the bottom of the mountain to their mother who has lost their kids. So I cannot tell where anything begins and ends. It is all pure white texture, please. Now we're looking for a much larger penguin. Well, that is just a star out the open, so that's always nice. I can just grab that. Ah. Oh good, they have siblings this time as well. The original game, they just have... There's one other secret penguin, baby penguin in the level, but it's not actually hers, so it appears that it's an unknown one. This one appears to have siblings. Its power will warm. And, as usual, the goal, collect the stars, and collect the stars. Although, interestingly, these are still rendering the stars as 2D billboarded sprites rather than the final game's actual 3D object. However, it is still a star, and it is still the iconic victory dance. Now, there's no specific tracking of what's what really are than some amount here, so that apparently counts as a castle secret star. As you'll find out, the star counts of this aren't the most accurate or sane, and some levels will just have repeated star counts or dumped from other places. However, I saw another easily accessible star in this level, so we can just grab 2 right off the bat and get going. Oh. That is an interesting ice texture, not quite what I would expect. I also like that it's just blocked out. Okay, I don't have time to go poking around at every random hole I see right now, but I might come back for that one in a minute. I also have some deep-fried cards beside me, so if my model occasionally freaks out and snaps to the side, that's because I'm too busy shoving my mouth full of deep-fried cards rather than paying attention to the video game like I should be. But that's 2 out of 3, or that's 2 stars now. Let's see what we get for this one. This is the Tall Mountain slide. Start! This is the Tall Mountain style slide for the final game, whereas Cool Mountain is an actual ice-themed slide. That's interesting. Yeah, this is certainly the Tall Mountain slide. Interesting, was it placed here originally? Some of this hack is accurate to the beta, but most of it is quite the new invention and adventurous type, which is a lot of fun. But it means it's hard to know what's an accurate replication and what's just here for atmosphere and fun. Oh god, it is the Tall Mountain slide. Ah! Luigi, you are a slippery bastard. So one thing you might notice is that I don't have the ability to crawl or long jump. At this point, it is just a normal jump out of this crouch. And a crouch just you can't do anything. He just looks like he's shitting himself. You could just make Luigi go into shitting pose at any time. You can unlock the long jump and crawling and some other important moves later, but we'll keep that to the side for now. If you've always dreamed of flying, you should try out the cannon on your left. Climbing trees is actively encouraged, so try finding a winged ally. Do they still have the owl? The interesting Zelda 64 owl? I like that Luigi just yells. Okay, that is actually surprisingly accurate to the beta where they were just using... Who's the Looney Tunes guy that voices Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and those guys? Mel something? It's not Mel Gibson. But that's actually just their stock sound effects of him screaming at this point rather than Charles Martinet, so yeah. The brothers will absolutely just yell at every possible moment. That was a really quick star grab, so this appears to be Whomp's fortress, but with the fortress part already set up at the top rather than needing to fight the King Womp himself, which is interesting. Oh, this is some slightly messed up geometry compared to the final. Ops! God, that eye texture is slightly worse than the final game. I especially like the whoo noise he makes sometimes because it's just so much louder than every other noise. Just whoo! Compared to everything else, it's just ha, whoo, whoo! Just very loud. Oh, this thing has a face. That's unusual. Or at the very least, just eyebrows. Now, I have played a few revisions of this game before, so I am aware of where a few things are. So I am just kind of speed running through to get some of the earlier stars quick. Just as a quick show off. But for example, in the original game, the area back here normally contains a 1-up, but in this one it's been changed to a full-on star, which is quite an interesting shift. So we've gained 4 of the castle secret stars. Alright. It's time to stop beating around the bush and show off the reason why I really like this game. If I go up here, I should be able to get to Bowser's level. It might actually just be Bowser fight itself. Yep. So I did notice in this version that for some reason Bowser's texture for his horns is using skin color, same with, yeah, the spikes on his back as well are all skin color of him, rather than white like they should be, and I believe his shell has a different pattern than in the final. I think that is itself an accurate recreation of some of the beta, and I am not good at VRoid of some of what we saw in the beta for Bowser. So this game is fairly accurate in certain places, like the noises and some of the textures, and even this level is as Bowser sorry, that little squeak Bowser made. I will deal with you in a second. Oh, he's already gone. And this is actually a recreation of the 1995 Shinosowski, I don't know how to pronounce that, but Shinos something beta of the game that was shown off. And Bowser himself dropped a red star. Now, red stars in this game are important artifacts that unlock certain areas in the castle and give you abilities such as the long jump. No, still not the ability to crawl, so I can still just make Luigi shit. One thing I did forget to show off is that even before the red star, the triple jump... Well, I just burned myself. The triple jump should make you twirl and rotate down slowly, but getting that red star also warped us somewhere around. This appears to be somewhere in some castle, but it's not anywhere that's known to the final game. So that's when the game really starts to shine, is the exploration, just how much there is crammed into this game, and how much of it is a little spooky. Admittedly, I will say this is one of my favorite games as a bit of a horror game, because it has a really compelling atmosphere sometimes. I just sent myself to the Hazy Maze Cave beta. Oh god, I did. Interestingly, this version of the game actually has underground Goombas are still colored blue like they were in the original Mario Bros. That is a fucked up scuttlebug. So I believe this is something resembling a beta of Hazy Maze Cave. It certainly got the maze aspect. That's supers. More like they were in World, they're greenish yellow. This level is certainly more maze-like than cave-like. And it's also one of my most hated levels of the game because of how often you find yourself in that area there. And how easy it is to just find yourself warped over to here. The music is bopping, though. I really like the bass effect. Yeah, hi, walking away, I hate this level. Blind jump into quicksand. I'm electing to just get the hell out of here instead and check out other areas.
No, no!
Gets into it right for booze. So, I know that door there. Actually, it's there to just show it off. Sends you to... Oh, this is not where I thought. I thought it would send you to one of the ghost house levels, but it appears to just send you to a distorted version of the castle courtyard. That turns into one of the other versions of the castle courtyard when you get close to the glowing effect. Now, there is a maze behind here, but I believe at the moment it's not very useful to us. I believe you need more stars to be able to access certain parts of it or any of the actual fun parts, because as of right now, these boxes are just empty, and the one thing you can find back there won't do anything until much, much later in the game. However, turning around and hauling back into the castle should reveal that we are nowhere expected. Normally, you just warp to the back, send you to the nether. Yeah, pretty much. This game has a thing for red fog in certain areas, and it's at a very low draw distance. It does, in fact, just look like old Minecraft nether experience. Whereas somewhere in Peach's castle, where that somewhere is a mystery and a half, because that is certainly not the back of the normal lobby. Now, interestingly, all of these pillars normally have fire on them, except for this one, which is a warp to... Oh, god damn it. This game has so many one-way warps, or even just multi-warps to different places that I can't keep track of them, especially when they change between updates. If I recall, there might be a secret something down here. Yes. Freestyle! Let's see, is this one that's just going to drop me here, or is it going to warp me elsewhere still? It sent me 5 meters back. This is... So you may have noticed the title of the stream is I'm back in the fucking castle, because you'll find yourself just constantly warped to different areas of the castle no matter where you are and what you were doing beforehand. And there is quite a lot of castle to explore. For example, this is the fake vanilla castle, where none of the doors function. The lighting is notably darker and feels a little more uncomfortable. Oh, that door didn't used to work as far as I'm aware. And now we're somewhere else. Where? Okay, I should also specify that one of the other inspirations to this hack is that a few years ago, there were just instances of like that thing about every copy of Super Mario 64 being personalized going around, how it might have a personalization AI in it that constructs like custom areas for each player. And some people shared their quote-unquote screenshots or recreations of certain areas that were unique to them. This, I believe, was one of the more notable ones. It was named something like Floor 2B. Regardless, a lot of the game takes inspirations from those ideas, just the idea of something playing with the game and taking familiar areas and distorting them a bit, or making new areas out of existing assets, like this. Because this is all vanilla castle assets rearranged in a unique pattern. Usually some of the sun carpet spots you can look up and get something to occur, but in this one, I believe it is just for decor. Same with the peach painting. This is the princess's rec room from Super Mario 64 DS. This shouldn't be here. This wasn't invented until well after the remake. That's interesting. And that is a box texture that doesn't appear in this hack at all. It's all the normal question mark style boxes. Over here, we have a window to an outside with a black sky and a warp to what appears to be Goomboss's stage from Super Mario 64 DS, whereas normally where you'd unlock Mario, but you already have it in this ROM hack, so what this is remains to be seen. Because again, this is all from the DS game. Which means that it certainly should not be here. Not as the red coins. It's red coins. Also, I hope you like the Luigi noises, because they are not going away anytime soon. Let's just see if I can skip around. Oh, that guy sounds like he smokes 6 packs a day and has lung cancer. Complete, like, stage 4. That poor Prada plant. Normally in this stage, there'd be an area up here that you can take a bridge over to, which would bring you to the boss fight, but in a level like this, what's actually over here? Is it in fact going to be the Goomboss boss battle? Is it going to be? Oh my god, it is. That's actually adorable. How do you deal with him is the real question, because this is a replica of the Goomboss battle, but you have to punch the little Goombas into him. That is going to take a hell of a minute to line up, especially if I can't punch the Goombas. Thankfully, you can usually recover health just by running around, so it's not too much of an issue. Do I have to do the thing that you do to Goomba? I can't backflip. Oh, that's a pain. I guess we'll never know. Unless I can manage to find my way back to that area. However, that was already like 3 turns away inside that one area in the castle, and I don't know how to get back there immediately. That's one thing about this game, is that you'll find areas and you might never see them again without some form of guide. Interestingly, one of the things about this version of the castle and its courtyard is that it has an area behind it, with an entrance in the back, and Yoshi! Welcome to a new adventure. There's so many worlds to visit, but so little time. You may be wondering where to go first, right? Just let it happen like a dream. Hint, look at the sky inside the castle. If you have 10 power stars, and you might see the world shift right in front of your eyes. Remember, you can switch plumbers here by pressing the L button. Can you hear the princess calling? I know you're brave, but please don't try to find out what rests behind that passage. It is not part of the show. Good luck! Is it even worth trying to warn you? Maybe? Ah. So this is somewhere. Looks to be basement style. At the very least, there's a power star over here. It's yet more. This time to what appears to be a black void. Now what is this? That's one of the edges. The dark and see our teeth. Oh. The darkened CRT filter and the compression probably isn't helping, but I can see something over here. There appears to be two balls of fire. And a sign. Back at it again, I see, old friend. Escaping reality again. You know, you really have to be worried sometimes. Sometimes you take this game too seriously. Are you feeling okay? You know you can always turn it off, but both of us know that you're still trapped inside your own walls, aren't you? So I will say that's changed. The "it hurts" text was not there in previous iterations of the hack. So that is one thing I do like about the hack, is that it will occasionally pull moments like that. However, that's one of the less effective ones I find. Some of the more effective ones are just created by the general ambiance of areas in the castle. Something feeling off, or just slightly wrong, or just the geometry being distorted in some fashion. I believe one of the better examples of that can actually be found right around here. Nope, that is the sewers. The carpeted sewers, which might be the real horror of this game. This? Yeah. Areas like this. Just where there doesn't actually appear to be anything there to say anything or do anything, but just the layout of the area feels wrong for some reason. I imagine this is also far more effective if you happen to grow up on this game, or it's a DS revision sequel like I did, but there's just something about areas like this. Also, the fact that on the other side of this wall is a door we came through, which means that here should be that passageway, but it simply isn't, because of the logic of the game. But that's one of the reasons I'm very fond of this hack, is just areas like this and how much there is to explore and discover. And even throughout this area. There should be doors and exits just tucked into the side of this area as well, alongside the one we came for, the ones at the end. I probably won't be able to find any of them now, but this area is quite complicated, as is any area in the game. Well, actually, this is one of the most straightforward ones. It's not even designed to be a maze. On the other side of this door is another castle. They sent my ass to another fortress with the chandelier. And just like that, we're out of there and into somewhere else. Okay, that's actually genuinely terrifying. It's the point I straight up do not want to go through here. Where are her eyes? Oh, I should not have done that. Back in the castle. Yeah, this is just the vanilla castle. That's interesting. So, I'm not going to lie, that was quite effective on me for reasons I can't explain. I'm not sure why, but something about that, just slight changes or alterations and interesting ways like that really happen to get to me with this game. And I can't explain why, other than it just does. This is Bob Battlefield with the skybox from Wet Dry World. Huh. Alright, what do we do? What do we explore? Well, we immediately grab someone's shell and commit murder with it, as is classic in these games. I've got to change the custom range. Well, that was a fun ride. The whole 30 seconds it lasted before I went careening out of control. So... Chain Chomp. Oh, Chain Chomp's cage doesn't have the lock on it, probably when you're going in here. So I guess you can just grab this star. Okay. Chain Chomp Chief jump scare. So you can just grab this star and get going. So I guess we managed to find our way back to the Villa Castle. By the way, I know I just came here, but if you ask me the route I took to get here, I've already forgotten. If anyone knows, that'd be appreciated, but good luck recalling. That's one thing about this game. You'll get sent somewhere, and again, you won't really know how or why. Actually, no, we probably don't have enough stars for that yet. Although 10 stars, I believe, is the main area, so hopefully 10 stars should be able to activate something here. I'm not very in tune or even on beat. Is that a landmine? Yes. Why are there landmines? Why are there landmines? The war has been escalating quite a bit on the battlefield, it appears. More so than expected. That's not how the geometry normally goes. Huh. Interesting little change. So much to do, so much to see. Cool, free star. Appears to be cannon and a warp. Although, interestingly, that's a final game style warp I've read in the beta version we've seen so far. For how popular a game it is, and for how much people like to speculate on it, we don't actually know too much about the betas of this game or the prototype versions. We got a lot of it from the Nintendo Gig somewhat recently, such as the actual Luigi model that would have been used in the game. What's here. Cool. I accidentally kicked the wire and it immediately disconnected and reconnected. Very nice. But we don't actually know all that much about the game's development. Or at least compared to some other games. Compared to other Nintendo games, we know a hell of a lot. Alright. What the hell does Wet Dry World have for us? No, not Wet Dry World. Jolly Roger Bay. Well, this is more like Narrator Docks rather than Jolly Roger Bay. Because it has just the start area beach and then the sink below. So this is a really early version of this map. And we have mines around. So is this in fact Dire Docks where Bowser would drop his sub rather than Jolly Roger Bay, or is it a mixture? That's the ship from Jolly Roger Bay, so it appears to be Jolly Roger Bay. Although, stuck in an area more like Dire Docks. Interesting. I think I just heard a fan shell open. Although it's going to be a pain. Thankfully, they don't appear to be fully necessary. If I could touch the stars, they don't appear to be necessary. And then over here would normally be Secret Aquarium. Although ultimately I do know that in this version it's something similar to the Secret Aquarium, but... Oh, never mind, it's not. Oh, it's so much worse. What is this? One shall stand in one of them. Cool nothing. Uh-huh? Okay. What's on the other one? Okay, that's the Secret Aquarium board. Why did they invert the sides? So it's a much more melodramatic remix of music that would normally be played in the Secret Aquarium. And if you actually start above the water. Which is good, because this is the cold water that makes you lose your health much, much faster. Okay, what was that coin? What was that spring fart noise that it also played? Sure, random white coin. Why the hell not at this point? Throw as many other things into the game as you can. Bloopers, which interestingly are not in the final game of 64, so I think these might have actually also been from the Giga League, which is why they have just modeled, but no animation, just kind of float around. Like real squids kind of do. So, grab the 8 red coins. Get the hell out. Interesting. That used to be a red star. Funny though, that's a yellow one again instead.
Yeah!
At least I'm on the community standard version of the original pack that did. Okay, well that's 10 stars. That should be enough to look at the ceiling. Interestingly, this area is also sunken, whereas in the final game, just part of the normal floor. Oh yeah. No, nothing. But something I did notice is that this area appears to be slightly differently textured. Which is because you can do this. Go. Yet again, somewhere else. I am back in the fucking castle. Where's this? The chute. Yeah, there's no way you can get up that. Yeah, there's no way in hell anyone's getting up that. Are any of these viable paintings, or are they just for decoration? Yep. I'm pretty sure all of these are just decorative paintings. Yeah, a bunch of them, if you need them used between areas, then yeah, that is fun. if you mean the different like key signatures and just transpositions and versions of it, then that's also quite fun. Kane. But yeah, how much music there is that's constantly shifting is fun, and then how much the music itself shifts around between versions is also fun. I'm going through here now, I guess. No, that's literally where I just came. Well, what's down here? One of the versions of the basement. This is in fact the basement, but why is that paint all fucked up? But even more of a twisted mess than usual. Did we even go in these doors? No. Yet another sideways Bowser painting. Single strip of wall geometry off to the side. I'm going to get so lost in here. Sure. That's creepy. Well, there's no. Well, unfortunately, we don't have the vanish cap, which means we can't get through this grade, which means that the only choice we have is going back for the warp pipe. Back into here. Apologies, thought I heard something. How about that? No, nothing. I am simply stuck in the eternal maze. Don't tell me we're putting mazes in the underwater section. Please, I am going to drown in here. Huh, a box in the style that's not in the beta version of the game, and as such, doesn't appear in this version. Blue one. Has its own question on top of it. Which gets us another star. Is this going to be a warp? Is this just going to be a... Okay. Well, it's a warp to 5 meters from where we just were. I don't like the fact that that's sealed. This area still... Why is that such a high resolution checkerboard map on that same area? I guess means that all that's left is... Hey Toad. The castle is always breathtaking. Every door something new. I'm discovering floors I've never seen before. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. What, can I no longer interact with him? Are you forbidden now? Nope. Me too, buddy. Me too. Cool nothing painting. What's this? It's a demonstration of my inability to pay proper attention. I just saw something up there. What's up here? Nothing. Something there. That was not a good moment, and we're down to 0 lives remaining, so best to not mess with that, right? Right to apartment 2. What's in the hole? What's in this painting? Controller cable unplugged again. The wire might be a little bit loose. I might have to get that replaced. This appears to be some kind of town at night. There are a lot of town variations in this game. The music, of course, is yet another variation of the Wet Dry World music.
No!
Hella snowbug. A funky, fresh variation of it, though. Is that a vanished cat box? Yes, it is. Now, where am I? Ugh. I know I really ought to fill the dead time by talking, but I'm genuinely trying to think of anything to come to mind to discuss, but I feel like I should not have done that. Flood the town! Oh, so true, Luigi. Oh. Alright.
Yeah!
I go back and get that other one. The one for committing murder. I'm very interested in having that one as well. Yeah, the Looney Tunes ass sound effects are I still think they're charming, at least. They might get on someone's nerves pretty quick. Can I please do the jumps? Can I please do the wall kicks? The answer appears to be no. last time. What's the problem this time? It'll be easy to go up the side. Nope. Because that ends somewhere along this way up. So I don't really have a choice but to get good. And then, an entire other set of it. And do you have anything to say if I approach you, or is it just pick you up and then... I was not aware that you could do something like that. Oh, for the village again, and kill someone and get out. Alright, now we can explore this random hole. Interesting, the power meter changed. Well, I guess that's the castle adventures for now. In that area. But now that we have more than 10 stars, we should be able to go into the main castle and look up. Oh, Super Mario World bonus. And silver stars. Yeah, before this game there was only the first 3 games in the world, so everything that was anything else beyond 64 that might have been put into this game would have been taken from, well, primarily World, I guess, that was the second most recent one, and maybe the Yoshi's Island games, but... Anything else down here that used to be a warp pipe to a different area? There it is. I'm just blind. And this leads to... somewhere else in the castle. This is... This just looks like a very early test map. Is that it? Oh, we'll start there, so... Some maps in this game are handcrafted and very well designed, and then some of them are, Is there not just a star here? Set the box. Yes, it was. And then some are just based off of very basic geometry test levels like that. That is where this came from. I think one of the best ways to play this game is just kind of play it as Will, not going for like 100% completion or trying to explore every area, but just going as your heart takes you, which is how I've been playing it. Just see the remix of the Peach's Castle theme. It's a warp pipe. Another warp. Maybe another warp. Right. But what if we ignore all the funny warps and instead go to the clown house, it appears. God, where the... Alright, fine, I'll take a warp pipe. Oh, these level warps? Test level, codename linear test. Well, that implies the level's basically going to be straightforward rather than branching. Good music. I love being able to play the video game. And on game overs, it does effectively just crash back to title. Let's play as Mario for a bit. Swap it up just a little bit. Very often known at Crescent Castle due to Big Boon. The noises don't change at all, it is still just Mario screaming in the same tone as Luigi. Good. Say you're a plumber, and when you have the time, check the noises coming out of that old sewer system. That Koopa must be up to something. Where Koopa, like that spelling, is typically how his Japanese name, which is still Koopa, is often translated into English directly. If you aren't aware of the English spelling of K-O-O-P-A. That's just deaf. Or not deaf, a new area that resembles this slide. Controller disconnect. I don't care what you want, Mario. We're going here. Into yet another version of the castle, this time with ghosts and nothing. Which puts us back in vanilla style castle again. Oh, go! Jump over the first trap, get sent into a new one, and thanks to the second trap, Bowser. This is a new area with gray wall textures, rather. Oh, that's cool. You just force warp you somewhere else where you can see yourself. That's quite fun. Yep, all just around. I guess that means there's really only two ways to go. This away and that away. This is that side. Cool area. No, that's the door I just went through. Why is there dirt inside? We're in the building. Why is it covered in grass? What is wrong with the architecture of this place? Oh, it's Luigi. It's my reflection. But I'm afraid I don't have a way through there. big is this area? Guess this is an inside garden area or something. So much to do, so much to see. And now we're... Oh god, not the... God, not the basement again. Oh god, the basement maze again! That is one thing about this game, is it will throw you into some areas you recognize. You will basically be, oh god, not again, not the maze. Sure, fucked up and distorted basement. Why not? Or at least fucked up and distorted basement music. Sonic pattern. Oh, that's a bookshelf. I thought that was like a messed up fire texture or something. That I bet that's supposed to be one of the bullies, but it just looks fucked up. He's all fucked up, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of terrified right now. I was not expecting anything like this right now. Where the... I think that's part of the audio track. Music. No, that's not much right. Oh god, it's on the right. Oh god, that's an actual... something making that noise. What? Oh, I don't think I've been out of this one. Something sure is happening, and it's... So yeah, this is what I'm talking about, where the game can be, at least to me, actually genuinely terrifying, because I don't know what's going to happen next, and it's that just sense of unease, that waiting, that really gets to me. it would help if I could see anything. Feels like there's an object in these noises, but I also haven't like found anything. Where? I'm just stuck down here now. Like almost fast travel out. Which might be my only option if things don't start. If I'm just stuck down here. That looks good. Very well might be. Yeah, this is where I just was. I think I'm just right in circles now. Apologies for the interruption. OBS just informed me that I went offline for a moment. We appear to still be live. We appear to still be stable. Let's see how everything's going. Yeah, I don't have any alerts or anything, other than just that quick disconnect and reconnect. My apologies, everyone. Don't know what happened there. But yeah, so far, that's B3313 as I've understood it, and I'm particularly fond of it for reasons like that. Just not exactly sure what's going to throw it next. Okay, sure, throw me from one lobby into the other, okay. Then this one brings me to this upstairs area. Unfortunately, I think for streaming, this might be more of a one-trick pony, especially since half the time I get more focused on the exploration that I kind of forget to talk to the audience, and my apologies for that. One thing I will say is that I have been enjoying these fried cheese curds, although the last like 2 have tasted like soap for some reason, which is not ideal. But I guess I just have deep fried soap curds instead. So I wonder if the person making these had just washed their hands. Alright, we're letting Mir Mario go. What's the worst you can do out there? Oh, so this is how you get to this area. But I was wondering if the person who made it just before ended up washing their hands, just washed their hands, or so there's something transferred, or if I'm just getting cilantroed. What the fuck is that? What was that fucked up wiggler thing? Jokes aside, I do not have the cilantro soap tune as far as I'm aware. I pray I do not, because that feels like a pretty integral part of cooking. I feel like I would have figured that out by now. That or just no one I know ever put cilantro in anything. I know I haven't put it in anything, I've been needing to get some more spices. Because as much as I do like cooking experimenting, I really only have a few spices, which mostly consist of rosemary, oregano, paprika, and some Montreal steak spice. Obviously not all of that in one meal, but that's the general spice selection I have. So if anyone could actually recommend me some spices, that'd be very much appreciated, and possibly things that, and other spices and dishes that they go well with. Because, I mean, I can generally figure it out. Like, I recently got dill. I've been using that on, like, fried potatoes and such a lot, and I find it goes really well there. Some good old dill and potatoes. You better believe that every time Dilly and I are together and we end up having something like that, I do end up, of course, making the joke that I'm cooking with a little bit of you, just a little pinch. But let's see, what other spices do I know of that I've dealt with that have turned out well? Oh god, not cumin. Oh, that's good. Is it cumin? It's... Yeah, I think it is cumin. It's the, like, slightly... I don't want to say spicy, but has, like, a bit of heat to it. It's red. I'm not sure what it's used in, but one thing I found out that it goes shockingly well in is, like, stir-fries. Especially mixed with soy sauce of all things. It actually goes really well there. So just some of that, some onions, some garlic, some rice, maybe some meat such as chicken or something, and then a little bit cumin on that goes surprisingly well. Then drizzle some soy sauce on, you have yourself a complete and fairly easy meal. I must say stir fries are one of my favorite meals just for their ease of creation. Stop that. Stop that. Okay, what's the one I'm thinking of? Which one's cumin then? I have been informed by the audience that I am very incorrect in this. It's... Sorry, I'm thinking of Cajun. Yeah, no, Cajun. Everything I just said, replace everything with Cajun instead. I cannot wait to get the feedback on what cumin is and immediately realize what an awful dish I was creating. But yeah, no, I meant Cajun. That goes shockingly well with things. Okay, hello, Bubba. It's yellow and brown, not yellowy brown and not spicy. Is cumin's used in Indian food, right? I've been meaning to make Indian food a fair bit, so I think I might have gotten some wires crossed there just from the recipes I've been looking up recently. If not, I got nothing else. I got no excuses. Well, I got nothing, kids. I don't know what I'm talking about. Cumin goes in Mexican food blood. Alright, if you pardon me for a minute, I'm actually going to pull up some guides to some interesting areas in B3313. Okay, that's good. Cumin is one of my favorites. Yeah, I don't think I have any of it, surprisingly. I need to get some. God, are these maps? These are nothing. These are nothing. Sorry, I'm looking at some quote-unquote maps for B3313, and, there's certainly, it's more like what leads to where sometimes, and, well, that certainly is some stuff. Castle Grounds, Silent Hall, Bowser's Maze, Scary Sewer Maze. Which also leads to Plexel Basement Main Area, which leads to, oh god. French Hall. Let me look up if there's a guide or something, or if I'm just stuck running around. Oh, they have a list of jump scares and such. And those pages coming from best locations, entertaining gameplay locations. Ah, yes, Nebula Lobby. And then they have a map for it that might be confusing as hell. Okay, so I need to go to number on the second door from the left. So from lobby 3, enter the upper double doors, and then next set of doors. Careful not to fall in the trap door. Let's see, 2 pipes enter the one on the left. Second go on the left. Okay, so correct one. So go here, dodge the trap door, go through this door, enter the pipe on the left. That's... No, I'm not going into a water area, as I just got to. Ever since I first saw this area, like a video, I believe I've never actually been here myself. It's fascinating. It's a really just the star and celestial theme of it, and then just the music is nice. What is this? Nothing. And a clock. There's some. Oh god, it's TikTok clock. Oh god, it's TikTok clock slide. Oh god. Whose idea was this? Whose idea was this? Whose fucking idea was this? Oh god, TikTok clock's already how? Why'd they... Oh my god. Okay. That sure was an adventure. Alright, man, I know I just got here, but I want to leave. Where's this? You know what? I think I might be good. Let's go back to Nebula. Never mind, I want to go back. I want to go back. I like the occasional blue painting. This is a world. Much like a chihuahua, it is decorative. Window to all of you at the stars. Nice variation of sun carpet. So looking up at Nebula gets you here, wherever it is. Yeah, it's possible to get up there. Doesn't really seem to be too possible to get up there. Yes, the scream of agony. And the controller came unplugged again. I have to get a new wire for this thing. It seems a little bit unstable, but that also might just be the controller itself. And I'm here. I'm surprised we actually this is the first time we've been here. It's the steep pipe that kills you, but also sends you to the vanilla lobby. Yep. Hell is real. Something. What time is it? Because I actually know this game has day-night cycle effects, but I don't think they start until 8 PM system time, which would be, well, roughly 6 minutes actually. why is it just pink and all peach? I'm going to assume all of these are also fake. Yeah, I'm stuck in the pillar. But if I can manage to stall and then get back there, I believe that's one of the areas that changes for nighttime. Check this one. Although is this an AI extension of the music? Why did it just suddenly shift so hard? What the hell? This genuinely feels like one of those AI extensions, except they got in MIDI form. Just because of how much of a tone shift that was. Castle. I think I'm still good. Cool, nothing. The stairs, but just peach. Door at the top instead of a warp. I don't think I'm avoiding this area anymore. What's going on? It's all fucked up. I know I picked the shader set for like ambience and to darken it a bit, but in already dark areas it does actually make it significantly more difficult to see what's going on. So is this just... I guess the personalization AI was not very pleased over here. It's just bits of the castle just randomly thrown together. Horrible geometry messing. Extremely fucky UVs. And these UV maps are terrible. Okay. That was a doorway. What is this area? And yet another slow music black room area. Okay, man. Wait, are we... Sand? Hello, fly guy. I hope we can't have like full 360 in this. Yes. Hello again, fly guy. Would you like to fuck off? So one benefit of this version is that any launch from a cannon does actually make you fly. You don't need the wing cap for it. There's no wall there. Anything out there? No. It's an empty area. Well. I guess we'll never know. Okay. It's not quite 8 p.m., but it might be close enough to count. Especially by the time I'm able to find my way back into anywhere that might be like that. I believe the vanilla lobby is one of the first ones to change. So, hmm. Vanilla lobby, there we are. Lobby 2, unmarked single doors, and yeah. Alright, what lobby are we in? 1, 2. Yeah, let's get a door over here. Yes. Which, if we're at nighttime, this does bring you to the vanilla lobby, but yep, it's nighttime, so it's got the nebula lobby, it's got a different design, and this cool star toad. What do you mean? It keeps changing. The castles always look like this. Leaving the castle? What are you talking about? There's nothing out there. The castle is all there is. You have always been here. You've always been here. I think I have one last finale thing that might be good before I call the stream, because I think I'm going to call it very shortly. This was quite a nice show of the game, but I think I have one last thing left to Oh my god! That was even the thing. What the hell was that? No, it's that, at night, the basement gets all fucked up. And it sends the lethal lava lane thing at you that crashes the N64. Great, jump scared twice. Although, like I said, I think I will in fact be calling it there. It's been nearly 2 hours, although that means it's been roughly an hour and a half subtracting the unfortunate controller issues we had earlier. But I think that's probably enough for now. Thank you everyone who attended, and thank you for watching. It means a lot to me to have people around, being willing to view this. Thank you so much for your patience and your time, and I'm very sorry about the beginning. And hopefully next time it won't be nearly as bad now that I've just determined some of the issues and how to fix it. So once again, thank you for your time. It's been a lot of fun, and I'll see you around next time. Bye bye.